Welcome to the first episode of the Ink Spill podcast. Um, so this podcast is just meant to be kind of processing my thoughts and just trying to see what nuggets I can pull out of it, I guess. I want this to hopefully be maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes, half an hour of just talking things out. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, so one thing I've been thinking a lot about recently, it comes up in conversation very, very often, and that is masculinity. What it means to be a man and kind of what a man should be these days. I've been thinking a lot about that because, like, at the end of the day, every man, whether they're going to admit it or not, every man wants to have somebody to be vulnerable with. Every man wants to have someone to basically be be their shoulder to cry on, in a sense, right? Um, but at the same time, yeah, a man wants that, but there are also gender roles, right? And it's not just coming from like an Islamic point of view that yeah, there are gender roles. It's not even just that. I was watching some interviews the other day of some successful sort of females who, do their business and all that kind of stuff, um, uh, openly, make money and all that kind of stuff. Um, and then we're talking about being the female at home. And that got me thinking that, men who are sort of feminine just aren't high in the pecking order. That's not what women desire. Women don't desire a nice guy. Women don't desire a soft spoken guy. They want a guy who's gonna be able to take control, take charge, who's gonna be able to handle the pressures of life, who's gonna be able to, be there to support them when they break down, and things like that. Even if you look at the entertainment industry, right? Um, Take movies and animation and things like that. Who are the more popular guys? The guys who are absolute crackheads. They're absolute nutcases. Those guys are the guys that all the girls go, oh my god, at. And why is that? Because it speaks to their carnal instincts. Like, it speaks to something inside them, that they're going to be protected. They're going to be, obviously, it's fictional. Most of these characters that they're looking at, but it just speaks to the desire to have a man to protect them. And again, I'm not coming at this from a professional standpoint. It's just what I've been thinking about recently. Um, and that kind of links to causing change, valuable change in a good way, because you can't really cause change on a big scale being a nice guy. If you look at everybody that made changes and succeeded throughout the course of history, they weren't nice guys. Two of my favorite examples of this are Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali, right? So you look at Malcolm X, you look at Muhammad Ali, they didn't move for anyone. They didn't move for anyone. They went against the grain. They did them, they really they were like, no, this is me. This is what I'm about. Whether you like it or not, I don't care. So that kind of thing is necessary if you want to make your mark on the world, you know? And I think about legacy a lot, and I think about what I'm gonna leave, what mark I'm gonna leave. You know, are people gonna remember me? I think about that kind of thing all the time. And the reality is that requires, if I do want to have a long lasting impact on people, there are two things that I need to do. There are two main components to that. The first component is I need to be that strong guy. I need to be that unwavering, immovable guy who is going to give the world a piece of what he thinks. And also, I gotta be the strong masculine guy. So, yeah, you know, people always tell you that, oh, you just need to be yourself. You know, you just need to, don't change who you are, be authentic, be you, and that's great. But what happens if being you is getting you nowhere? Then it's not a problem with everyone else, it's a problem with you, right? So if you have this great, grandiose, amazing viewpoint, this amazing idea, this amazing perspective, and no one else sees it as amazing, maybe it's not amazing, you know? Um, but, I'm not saying that if there's nobody that supports your cause, then hey, go find another cause. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that sometimes sometimes you're not the greatest in the world, and though you may feel like you are, and you may feel like the world's against you, it's not really the case, you know? But so on the plus side of that, so you have people who aren't going to move for anybody and who are going to be strong and unwavering. But then you've got to balance that with, you know, being somebody that society looks up to, somebody that is valued in society, as opposed to somebody who's just doing his own thing and nobody really is on board, nobody really cares. So you have to really balance that. That's difficult because, for me anyway, there's people that say, in order to have people bought into your vision, in order to have people to support you, you have to dial down your vision a little bit. I always struggled with that. I always struggled with, but if this is me, how can I don't want to dial that down so I become more palpable, you know? I don't really want to do that. But I don't know. I guess it's needed sometimes to 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 need to do that. Anyway, I've been talking for like maybe 10 minutes or so now, maybe almost. So I'm gonna wrap this up probably. But in a nutshell, I guess what I'm talking about is to to be to be somebody that women are attracted to be somebody that women um feel secure with. You have to be willing to go against the grain. You have to be willing to cause a bit of chaos. You have to be willing to fight a little bit, and show the world who's boss. Not in a macho masculine way, but just, normally, not because you want to impress the girls. It's because you want to be a man. you know um and that will lead you to be able to cause change, that will lead you to be able to make a long lasting impact and have a legacy and have something to look back at life and say, I did good. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking. um yeah, I'm gonna upload this and I guess see where it goes. Um, there's gonna be a lot of people that don't like this kind of thing. There's gonna be a lot of people that aren't bought into this whole idea, but I don't care. This is about me. I don't care if anybody else wants to watch this, listen to this. If they agree with it, great. If they don't agree with it, also great. I don't care because this is for me. Um, so yeah, if I was actually going to do this maybe possibly daily, then I thought, nah, I think daily is a bit much. Just me talking to my phone for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's a little bit much. So I think maybe I'll just do this weekly, um, and because it's good to get this out and get moving. At least I have something now where I can be like, yeah, I need to get this done, you know, and hopefully weekly is enough where I don't have where I've got enough ideas. So yeah, thank you for listening and peace out.